Good afternoon, it's Emily Moon, and today I'm finally hitting you with my healthy recipes video. We're going to be going over some of my favorite recipes that I always come back to throughout the week. They're very fast, simple, and also inexpensive, and they are very healthy. I just wanted to give a quick disclaimer. This is not a full comprehensive what I eat in a day video. It was actually filmed over the course of a few days. So if you're looking for like a daily meal plan or a meal plan to follow throughout the day, this probably isn't the video for you, but it will give you very good ideas of meals and just like parts of meals that you can incorporate into your healthy eating routine throughout the week, throughout the day, whatever it might be. So just remember that as you're watching the video. And yeah, I personally, when it comes to my diet, I like to prioritize whole foods. I like to prioritize organic and like grass-fed, pasture-raised, things like that. But of course, that is not a requirement if you're making these meals. And if you do try out any of these meals, please let me know down in the comments below which ones were your favorite, how you liked them. I hope you guys really enjoy them. They are super simple, so don't make fun of me if you're like, this is so easy, we know how to do this. But yeah, they're the meals that I have on repeat throughout the week. I really love them and I'm so excited to share them with you, so let's get into it. Okay, it's morning time, which is why I look like this, but this is what I've been doing for breakfast lately and I really love it. It's called chocolate avocado pudding, and really it's so simple. All you need is some water, and then we're gonna add gelatin to it so it makes like that thick, like kind of creamy texture of pudding. So I like this brand. It's the Perfect Supplements brand, and my friend actually has a discount code, so I'll put it in the description box for you guys, but I think it gets you like 15% off or something. But yeah, so we'll add some of that. 2 avocados. I eat both avocados, yes, in this, so it is very calorically dense. And then we're gonna flavor it with cacao and stevia. So just trust the process, I promise it'll all work out. You just add some water to a pot here. I'm gonna just put in a little bit of water, like that much water. And then we're gonna add a scoop of gelatin. Then you wanna stir it up so that it mixes in. And after this, we're going to transfer it to the stove top, and then I'll add in the cacao and stevia on the heat. All right, I'm gonna turn it on high heat, and then like I said, trust the process. I add in a lot of stevia. So I'm gonna do like 2 big spoonfuls like that. It's funny because they give you this tiny little measuring spoon in here that you're supposed to do like that much for 1 serving. It's okay. And then I'm just gonna add in a little bit of cacao so that it's like a chocolate pudding. I just eyeball everything. I've done this enough times. I eat this like 2 or 3 times a day. I've done this enough times that the measurements are pretty familiar to me. It already smells chocolatey in the house, as if I'm making like a chocolate cake or something. I was supposed to get my hair done yesterday, and my hair girl unfortunately got sick. I feel bad for her, but she's getting me in tomorrow, but my hair's kind of ratchet today. Okay, so we're just gonna let this heat up, and it will happen quickly because I put it on high. And so I'm just trying to blend in all of the stevia and cacao and get it smooth. And you'll see it'll start to bubble up here really quickly. Okay, now that it's bubbling like this, we're going to turn it down to low and just let it bubble like this for a while we stir it. This is kind of gonna add that thickening from the gelatin. Do this for like 20 seconds and then take it off the heat. Okay, so we're just adding the avocado to the blender, which had a little bit of ice in it as well. I forgot to mention that. And you guys, I did a like 45-minute walk this morning, and this is also my pre-workout meal. I'm gonna go to the gym. So that's why the portion is so large. You can easily half this. I let the chocolate mixture like rest a little bit and cool down a little bit, and then I pour it in just over the avocado and ice. And I make sure it all gets in there. And then we're gonna blend this up like crazy. Okay, so we're gonna blend this up. And in past experience, you're gonna want to use a lot of strength and a napkin over the top. I use the Blendtec, the small little one. And you're gonna let it go until it sounds like it's gonna explode. Ready? Okay, this is my favorite part. I take off the little top and it just like oozes out. You can tell it's such a good texture. And let me show you inside. And it will thicken up over the next couple minutes because of that gelatin, but it's gonna be that perfect pudding consistency. Okay, so you can see it fills up the entire blender. This is a massive breakfast. Like I said, I have a massive appetite. But just look how smooth that texture is. Okay, I'm all done at the gym. We're just home and I'm gonna make like my post-workout meal. Lisa's been obsessed with these cute little Mickey snack things. I don't even know if she actually likes what the snack is, but she just likes that it's Mickey. Huh. And you like your raspberries? But I'm happy that there's apples in there, so we're gonna go with that. What I'm gonna make, so this is like a green smoothie, and I like to have it like right before my actual lunch because I just wanna have like a little more filling thing to eat after. So what you start with is some water in your blender, just like a cup, half a cup or so. And then it's got lots of fresh, beautiful things in it. We're going to add in, you can see my avocado stash over here. But anyways, we're gonna add in a lemon to start. So again, super fresh. Okay, sweetheart. Juice that lemon. Okay, and then something else that's super fresh that we're gonna throw in is a little bit of ginger. So I don't like to grate mine because that takes too long, so I literally just cut off the skin. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw in this tiny little piece of ginger. I'm also gonna add in some stevia so that it's sweet. This one is a little bit less. I just put in like half a spoonful of stevia. Then we're gonna throw in some ice as well. So I do about a handful or so of ice. Of course, we have some avocado. So I'm gonna do one whole avocado in here. You can do a half an avocado. Totally up to you. This smoothie has a ton of fiber in it, so it's like really good to take to help with digestion. Next, some mint. Again, this adds to the freshness. And then we're gonna throw in a whole head of lettuce. And this sounds weird, guys, but I actually really have grown fond of this smoothie. You're getting all of your greens in. It's alkalizing for the body. What I do is I blend it up first, and then once this is blended up, I throw in some spinach, but it doesn't all fit beforehand, so. Now I'm gonna throw in loads of spinach. There's nothing in this smoothie that isn't like hyper beneficial. Like everything about this smoothie. So many vitamins, minerals, greens, nutrients. I'm gonna push it down a little bit so it all gets blended up. Okay, and then sometimes you get a little stray spinach. This is the consistency, pretty thick. I'll drink this as I'm getting my lunch ready to kind of hold me over. Okay, so for lunch lately I've been having a salad and it's always like the same base, but then I like switch off between ground beef or steak or salmon, and I love it. I used to like not like salads, but I think there's a few tricks that I have here that'll help you guys. What I start out with, surprise, is an avocado. And I just use half, okay? We're taking things in moderation now. So I put half an avocado in my little bowl here. And what I'm gonna do is sprinkle some salt on it. And then we're gonna mash it up. So mash up this avocado. It's kind of hard because it's been in the fridge, but you want it to get it pretty mashed, pretty smooth. And this will really help just make the salad feel denser, more filling, but also delicious. And then I'm gonna use one whole head of romaine lettuce. And I like to do tiny, thin little slices just so that it feels like I can take an actual bite without a huge piece of lettuce. That way I'm tasting more than just bland lettuce, bitter lettuce. So I have these little pieces and I'm gonna put them in. And then I'm also gonna throw in just a little bit of cilantro, fresh cilantro. Again, everything I make has to be so fast and easy. I hate waiting to eat, and I also have a busy life, so I make quick meals. I'm gonna throw in some green onion as well, so I'll chop these up. Throw them in. Okay, now we're gonna mix this around and make sure that the avocado is gonna coat everything. So just give it a good mix. And I don't do like typical dressings because the avocado kind of coats everything, but I do want to make sure that like there's more flavor in here. So I love to add this spicy mustard. I just throw a little bit on there and mix that all up. And then last thing that we're gonna do before throwing on the meat, some oregano, dried oregano. I do a lot. Ryan's filming and he makes this same salad and his face, his eyes got so big. And some parsley as well. But I just love flavor, and you'll see too, like I use a lot of salt on things. I want my meal to be tasty and flavorful. So this is all set. Now I just have to cook up the ground beef, and I'll show you what it looks like once it's all together. I just throw a 1/4 pound of ground beef on a frying pan, and then I'm gonna coat the top in salt and let that whole side get brown. Okay, then I'm just gonna break this up into little pieces here, like little columns. And let the other sides get brown. a little more salt. And then I'm gonna break them into smaller pieces like this and let them cook mostly all the way through. They should cook really fast just because they're such small pieces. And then once they're cooked all the way through, we'll add them on the salad. Okay, here's our delicious, juicy ground beef. We're just gonna throw it on top of the salad. It looks so good. One of my most requested recipes is my sweet potato, my roasted sweet potato, and I've made this for so many people and it's always their most favorite thing. So I like the white ones. So the skin is like a little bit lighter, and then if like you scratch it on the inside, it's white. It tastes so much better to me for some reason. So we're just gonna peel this first and then I'll show you how I cut it up and prepare it. It's so easy. So I just split the sweet potato in half and then cut it into fourths. You're gonna get these little pieces like this, and then you're gonna slice each of those down the middle, like long ways. And then from there, I'll show you. You're just going to make cuts like about, I don't even know, like 1 centimeter thick. And then throw those pieces on your baking dish. Seriously, this is so delicious. I love to make this and have it with like a side of steak or salmon or chicken. It goes with everything. If you want to have this with breakfast or even like a dinner, the best way to eat this is with a fried egg on top and like the yolk is still runny. I don't know, tell me if you guys are team runny yolk or not. Some people hate a runny yolk, but I love this roasted sweet potato with a runny yolk drizzling over it. It just, that's what I've made several times for like friends and family, and they're always like, can you give me that sweet potato recipe? Or when they come over, they're like, can you make me those sweet potatoes with the egg? Okay, so we have them all here on the baking sheet, and then seasonings are gonna be super easy. Let me go grab them real quick, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm actually going to use this avocado oil spray. It's from the brand Chosen Foods. It's a really reliable brand. Normally I would just use like the straight up avocado oil, but we don't have any, so I'm using the spray, which is still just as great. Real salt. It's actually all the same seasonings that I put on my salad. So we're gonna sprinkle a good amount of salt on there, oregano, and parsley. I don't know why, apparently these seasonings just speak to me. Okay, and then we're just going to mix it up with our hands to make sure that the seasonings, the salt, and avocado oil are over all of the potatoes so that they can roast really nicely in the oven. And then you're going to layer them out as best you can to make sure they're all like flat on the dish. That way they get that nice kind of like crisp on the bottom. If there's not enough room for them all to be touching the bottom of the tray, that's okay, but you want to make sure most of them are. And then we'll pop this in the oven. Okay, my oven is preheated to 405, and these are gonna go in for about 20 to 25 minutes, depending on how many there are. If your tray is completely full, I'd recommend 25 minutes. If your tray is like, there's still like space on it and you didn't have a ton of sweet potato, just do like 20 minutes. These are done. This is how you can tell they'll kind of start to get like a little brown around the edges, but you'll see the bottoms are gonna be nice and crispy. And like I said, this is easy to just serve up with like a side of protein, serve up with those eggs. I seriously love it. You could even throw them in a salad, in like a nourish bowl, like if you had like rice and meat and some veggies, you could throw this on it. but seriously, so delicious. So we're all wearing the same outfits as yesterday. But I thought this would be fun to include in this video because I just got this package, this brand Masa tortilla chips. They sent me a bunch of chips and I want to try them out. The awesome thing about these is they're organic corn, and then the only other ingredients are 100% grass-fed beef tallow and sea salt. So they're super clean ingredients, but let's see how they actually taste. Everybody in the family gets an opinion. Ryan, you gotta come in. I get the first opinion. Do you want a chip? No. She says no, but she eats it. Look, we're all gonna try it. What do you think? Tastes like a tortilla chip. It kind of reminds me of Fritos.
I was just gonna say it tastes like a Frito.
Yeah.
And it's got the same like bite as a Frito.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're really thick.
Actually.
Yeah, they're not like thin and crispy. They're really thick.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a corn chip. Mm-hmm. It's a lot like a Frito.
I wish I would have gotten these yesterday because I would have crumbled them up and put them in that beef salad. That would have been yummy. But yeah, they're really yummy.
Hold on.
Oh, he wants to try them with salsa. Ryan's gonna try his with salsa.
Because I'm having prep. It's good.
They do remind me a lot of Fritos. But yeah. Good review. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these recipes. And if there are any other recipes that you would like me to try out or to modify to make them a little more healthy, let me know in the comments down below. And let me know if you try any of them out. We'll see you next time.